So the first approach of our Narada Maharishi to Valmiki Bhagavan's place was when Valmiki Bhagavan was still a hunter. He gave Ramanam. And Valmiki Bhagavan actually did Ramanama Japa so assiduously that he became a Brahma Rishi, because he went on so much of Ramanama chanting. Nama, Nami, Charitram, Guna, all the four are interlinked. You pull one, all the three will come. If you constantly do the dhyana of Ramachandra Prabhu's Rupa, automatically your lips will chant Ramanama. Automatically your heart will be filled with Rama Guna. Automatically the whole mind would be completely finding or abiding in Ramachandra Prabhu. So remember this, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Charitra are inseparable. That is the reason why Mahatmas say, when you don't like somebody, don't think about them or complain about them too much. Because the very reason why you don't like them is because of a quality which you don't like in them. Once you keep on thinking about that, you will become that person. That is the reason why the power of dhyana is what we think we become. If we constantly think about Ramachandra Prabhu, we will get Rama Sanidhyam around us. The tongue will chant Ramanama automatically. And the heart will be filled with love towards Ramachandra Prabhu automatically. It is the same with name, form, guna or charitram. Now Valmiki Bhagavan pulled out the one of the four, which is Ramanama. Narada Maharshi did not tell him about Ramachandra Prabhu. Narada Maharshi did not tell about Rama Charitram, Rama Rupam or Rama Gunam. But that Ramanama did something to his heart. The power of the divine name. These names are not simple sounds, isn't it? It's called mantram. Rama mantra vajapiso manuja, says Purandaradasar. He says, keep chanting Rama Nama Japiso, Rama Mantra Japiso. And he says, A mantra, E mantra, mechi kedabeda. Don't go around holding on to this mantra, that mantra, nothing can come close to Rama Nama, you see. And so he says, hold on to that Rama Nama. And immediately we can get rid of all the jwara or fever of Kali in our heart. Kali means all these 5 problems we have in the heart, conflict. Generally, if you find all the deities in our main Hindu mainstream deities, everybody is doing Ramanama Japam. Do you know how? Our Swamiji beautifully says, first of all, when we read Vishnu Sahasranama, our Devi is asking, na, Kenopayena laguna Vishnor nama sahasrakam patyater panditer nityam strotumichamyam prabho. First of all, more difficult is following Vedic rules and regulations. As I said, right from waking up to going to sleep, everything is proper procedure, including which direction I have to sleep. இப்போ இருக்கிறதே 6x6 ரூமு, அதில் நான் நார்த்து சவுத்து படுக்கூடாது, சவுத்து தலை வைக்கக்கூடாது, எங்கே தலை வைக்கிற இப்படி தான் பார்த்துக்கணும் நான். You see, முடியறதா? Right from the direction where I need to sleep, how I need to get up, which side I have to sleep, இதெல்லாம் இருக்கு. And how do I eat, how do I gargle, everything is pakka, very difficult. Na? So finally our Dharmaputra asked Bhishmacharya, please tell me, ko dharmas sarva dharmanam bhavatah paramo mataha. Tell me the highest of all dharmas, greatest of all dharmas. That itself is a very dangerous question. How can you ever compare one dharma with another? Can you ever say Brahmacharya Ashrama Dharma is superior to Grahastha Dharma? Or a sannyasi's dharma is greater than Grahastha Dharma? You can't. Can you ever say Vedic learning is superior to business? Business is superior to ruling the land? Varna, ashrama, profession or stage of life, all that is great in its own place. So when you ask what is the greatest dharma, na? Dangerous question, na? But very beautifully Bhishmacharya understood. Greatest dharma means essence of all dharmas, which means the fruit of all dharmas, which is what is called Vaishnava Dharma, which is what is called chanting the 1,000 names of Vishnu. So, in the 1,000 names of Vishnu, have you noticed, there is also Shivaya Namaha in it. So, even if I am a one-pointed Vishnu Bhakta, when I chant Vishnu Sahasranama, Shivanama Solitana Aguna. And in Vishnu Sahasranama, Shivanama is there. In Shiva Sahasranama, I am a Dhira Shaiva, okay? Shiva Sahasranama Solli, Vishnave Namaha comes na. The Rupa, the philosophy, the Guna may be different, but Nama is one. The moment you start thinking Siva Nama is different, Vishnu Nama is different, Hari Nama is different, Devi Nama is different, we have not understood Hindu philosophy. So in Sanatana Dharma, Namatla there is no Bedam. There is Bedam in philosophy, it has to be. Otherwise there is no diversity in Hinduism. There has to be diversity. We don't want everybody to be uniform. But that which unites everybody is the divine name. Why? Ramaya Namaha, Yalla Sahasranamatli, it will be there. You see. And so all the 1,000 names Bhishmacharya said, this is the supreme dharma. What? Vishwam Vishnor Vashatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. 1,000 names. How is this the supreme dharma? A great Acharya Purusha writes, Asya Stuti Lakshanasya Kirtanasya Atikke Kim Karanam Uchyate Ahimsa. I'll tell you why Nama or chanting the names of Vishnu is the supreme dharma. The first reason why it's supreme dharma is Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha. Chanting the divine names needs no himsa at all. To an extent that you don't have to even break a coconut for this. You don't have to even pluck a flower from a tree. Even that's himsa to some extent. As per our Hindu Shastra, if we need to do something and we do it with minimum himsa to all the bhutas, it is not taken as papa. Is that the basic? So even cutting a crop is also living. Now we cut the crop and eat the food. So if you say I want to be perfectly ahimsavadina, onnu kaathu. Even in the air there are some microbes, so I have to now put a mask in the. So if you take 100% himsa, people understood not possible. So do minimum himsa. Minimum himsa is a himsa done to the crops. Minimum himsa. But make your life fruitful. Because now you have caused pain to some bhutas of this world. You are eating from that. We are not saying don't eat. If you don't eat, you do a himsa to a greater body which is more evolved. That's also himsa. Problem liya. That's sankatam. If I don't eat at all, you are doing himsa to this body. It is also part of the creation. So, justify your handful of rice every day. How do you justify that? Follow dharma to the dot. Follow dharma then and there. Adu mudile sollada. Mudile. I'm not able to. Then finally says, Gatir Govinda Kirtanam. Onnu illiya. Panne. Nobody is saying don't do dharma. Mahapapa. Yaran solvala abdi. So he is saying, Kalaukal Meshachittanam, Papadravyopajivinam, Vidhi, Kriya, Vihinanam. I am not able to follow anything. I am not able to do anything. I am not able to even do a little stotram daily. I am not able to do what to do. I don't even know the language to pronounce it properly. This is a problem. I am including myself also. Then Rishis saw, in Kali it will be like that only. There is only one way out, Gatihi. There is one way out for all of us, Govinda Kirtanam. Do Govinda Kirtanam. Sapdum bodu Govinda, Govinda. Soli sapd. And that is the reason why Acharya Purusha writes, Ahimsa. The greatest dharma is Ahimsa. In Nama Sankirtana, there is no Himsa. Even to the slightest degree, there is no Himsa. Ahimsa. And the second he says, Dravyantara Anapeksham. He says that absolutely there is no reliance of any expenditure. Generally, if I say, let us do Radha Kalyanam, what will be the first thing you'll ask me? Kalila. Sir, what is the budget? No, Radha Kalyanam, there will be a budget. Mahamantra Kirtanam, zero budget. You know what our standard told by our Swamiji is? No prasadam also. Then all these people initially in 2006 and 7, they all pleaded with me, Yaru Aramata. Seri Paravala Podu. Prasadam peri vishayam. You see, I am not belittling prasadam. But prasadam should not come in the way of Nama Sankirtanam. Between these two, you have to choose one, Namada. Nama is the prasadam. You see, what can be a greater prasadam than Nama? Dravyantara Anapekshitvam. The moment you put money in it, Kali unduro. Anjavada Kali is money. You see, the fifth sthana of Kali is what is called as gold. Gold is a Mangala Dravyam. But actually what gold means is hoarding money and not using it for dharma, Kali will sit there. It will go, yarko paise. You see. And that is the reason why he says first in Nama Sankirtana, when you say Vishwam Vishnur Vashatkaro, no karcha no ahimsa. There is no expenditure, there is no himsa at all. Third is Deshantara anapekshitvam. You don't have to worry, do I have to sit facing north, south, etc. For this Nama Sankirtana, there is no Deshantara anapekshitvam. You can face north, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, up, down also. Which means Parthunde solla. Parthunde puja pannalama. Can we do puja while lying down? Of course you can't. But we can chant the Nam lying down. And absolutely no rules, regulations of disha na direction. And then the next one is Deshantara anapekshitvam, Kalantara anapekshitvam, which means absolutely no limitation of time. Anytime, at any point of time. There was this great devotee from Kerala called Pundanam. Once people approached him and saying somebody is, left the body, and all of them went and started chanting Mahamantra there. Then that person who was in the house, supposedly tradition, he said, how can you chant Mahamantra when somebody dies? He says, very true. And he left. Then everybody asked, what did you say that you should not chant, I should not chant when somebody passes off in their body? You can't chant Mahamantra. What did you tell him? Look here, he's a very big person there. I don't want to hurt his ego. What I said was, once you are dead, the dead person can't chant Mahamantra. So actually the greatest, what we can do, upakara for somebody who's about to leave the body, chant Mahamantra. Instead of just going to Pitraloka, Purvajam Vaikunta Marga Soba Hari Mukemana, Hari Mukemana. Jnaneshwar Maharaj says that I see that when during Shraddha Kala, when you are actually chanting Harinama, they are not just getting your water and sesame seeds. They are going to Vaikuntam. Other than a we can do as a gratitude to our ancestors. Purvajam Vaikunta Marga Soba. And that is the greatness. Kalantara anapekshitvam. Anytime, every day of the month, every second of the day, anybody can chant. Once a person came to our Swamiji during Ekadashi, and that lady, old lady, and she seemed to be very attached to a Panchangam. Panchangam is the almanac. And I think she had it in her bag also. When she came and took Tirtham, she asked something. Our Swamiji was giving Tirtham. He put his spoon like this and called us, one of us, and said, this Mami is asking something, answer it. Then we called her, please come. Before Swamiji we answer something, then I asked her, Mami, what is your problem? What is your question? She says, I asked Swamiji, every day there is some Yamaganta time. Na? During that time, can I chant Mahamantra or not? We have said, Tuli Niyamamam Illada, you can by all means chant during Yamaganta. Then she was about to leave when Swamiji beckoned both of us, the Mami and the person who talked, come here. So Mami said, I asked him, we can chant during Yamaganta. And your disciple said, yes, you can chant. That's not the right answer. What is the right answer, Swamiji? I'll tell it to you in Tamil and then translate. Niyo Yamagantam board chant pannalama vendamandra. Nee chant panna the time la Yamagandonu therinjuko abdinnar Swamiji. He's saying, you think that we are asking whether we can chant during Yamagandam or not. In my view, the time when you are not chanting is Yamagandam for you. Kalantara anapekshitvam. Anytime, all the time, chant. And then Purushantara anapekshitvam. When we have to do any Vedic rites, we need to call a Pandit Jina to make us do the rites for us. But for Mahamantra Kirtan, you don't have to rely on any other person to do Mahamantra Kirtan. Rama, Rama, Rama. Solide irukla. Purushantara anapekshitvam, Prakarantara anapekshitvam. Our Valmiki Bhagavan did not even chant Rama. Prakaram nirkono. Prakaram means syntax. So when letters come together and become a word, there has to be a sequence of letter which makes it a word. If it turns out, then it's not a word. Adinaladha in Sanskritam and also in Tamil and also in Hindi, all the Mahatmas have beautifully said, Dvayaksharam, Dvayaksharam. Dvayaksharam means two aksharams. And our Kamban says, Rama என்ற இரண்டே எழுத்தினால், not Rama என்ற ஒரு சொல்லினால் சொல்லல. Rama என்ற இரண்டே எழுத்தினால், Dvay Aksharam, which means Ra and Ma needs to be together somehow. It can be Mara, it can be Rama, whichever way you put it, as long as Ra and Ma are together somewhere, then our Mahatmas say that is equivalent to chanting the divine name. Even that prakaram is not a problem. Abdina, imagine, by all means, without any hesitation, we can keep chanting Ramanama or Mahamantra. Whether you chant Hare Krishna first or Hare Rama first, everything is okay. You see, you chant that first, you chant this first, doesn't matter. Chant, that's all. You see, our Bhagavan has made Nama or the chanting of the divine name as an excuse-free path for Kali. Which means you can't find any excuse for Ramanama chanting. I'm late, so what? You are sitting in the car and driving. We can keep chanting while we drive. We can keep chanting when we bathe. Our Purandaradasar gives a big list. Narajanma bandage nalige iruvaga Krishna yanabarade. Krishna yanda sakala kashtamu parihara Krishna yanabarade. Snana pana japa tapa. When you are doing snanam, panam, japam, tapam, during that time Krishna sollu. Say Krishna. When you are having your little child in your lap, badava, rascal, Krishna, Raman konjendrar. You see. And when you are having some intimate moments with your spouse, nadu nodla Krishna koopna. Call Krishna in between. Yedume utta clever. And he is saying fast. And then you chant. Shalyana, Shadrasa, Anna, Tinnu, Trittavanagi, Krishna Yanabarat. Nalla sapte. Krishna, abdinu sollundra. You see. The final bottom line is somehow don't forget the divine name. Right from Alvars. Bhakti Devi in Bhagavatam Mahatmyam says, I was born in Dravida Desham. Vriddhim Karnatake Yata. I grew up in Karnataka. Kvachin Maharashtre. Gurjare Jirnatam Gata. So that Bhakti Devi was born in Tamil Nadu. She grew in Karnataka. And she slowly became more and more mature in Maharashtra. And became completely ripe in age in Gujarat. Why? Because of Alvars. And then came Nayanmars. They showed what Hari Bhakti and Siva Bhakti is, and soon everybody followed. You see? And that is everybody, without exception, everybody is united in one thing: chant the divine name. That is the only last resort for us. So here, our Sahasranama very beautifully starts by saying that Kodharmas sarva dharmanam bhavatah paramo mataha kinjapan muchyate jantur janma samsara bandhana. The answer is Vishwam Vishnur Vashatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat. Not one, I'll give you 1,000 names of Vishnu, said Bhishmacharya. Taken, which is beautifully churned from the ocean of Vedas, I have given you 1,000 names. Now the mother of the universe saw that how will my little child who can't pronounce properly, and the kalam poga poga accent vera vandurum kulandengalukku, how will they actually chant all that properly? She had a kavala. She had a little bit of a worry. So she asked Jagat Guru, Parameshwaran is Jagat Guru. So she asked Kailasapati, Kenopa yena laguna, ide lagu. This itself is very easy. Instead of following, Veda marga to the dot and dash the T and dot the I and all that, alam mudiyadhu. Made it easy. Just 1,000 names of Vishnu. That itself, compassion of Uma Devi was very difficult. So tell me an easy way for my children. And immediately, the way in which our Ishwara Uvacha, the way in which our Siva Peruman is telling Ramanama, he is as if I am constantly chanting Ramanama, so whatever comes out of my divine lips is also Rama Shabdam. Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Mano Rame La Rama Rama Raman சொல்லும்போது நல்ல பேசினா அப்படிதான் வருமா. ராம் 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 ராம். Sahasranama Tatulyam Rama Nama Varanane. See, so just Rama, enough. And that Rama also Prakarantara Anapekshitvam. Ulatta Japam. And he made a Ulta Japam. Mara na adjitare. And when we ask this question, It was answered beautifully. When you are living with a Rasikacharya, a Jnani Acharya, you all understand. Rasikacharya anu thirukka sila per. Which means they are Jnanis and also Rasikas of the highest order of divine love, bhakti. Most of the bhakti acharyas are Jnanis of the highest order and Rasikas of the highest order. So while I was asking this question, we were actually traveling to Kumbakonam from Chennai. We were passing lush green fields. And at that point, we were asking, how does even Ulta Japa gives Sida Palam? You see. And how come even when I do upside down Ramanama chanting, I always get a proper result for that? How is it? Our Swamiji didn't answer that. He then looked out of the window, he saw beautiful green fields, and then he looked back and said, do you see the compassion of Bhagavan? What is he talking about? You have no idea. He says, yes, but we don't understand what you are saying. Look here. Generally, even when fridge was bought in the ashrama, I saw the outer carton said this side up. See your arrow. Fridge won't work. So he said, even all these so-called very advanced equipments all have upside. Correct time, you have to install it upside. But Bhagavan's Kripa, when a farmer has to get paddy, fields, arisi, he does not have a seed which says this side up in micro. When will we have food? We will all have only 4 or 5 small grains of rice every day. What they do is they just throw the seed. You see, whether the seed sits this way or that way, the crop is always coming outside properly. So he is saying, just like how when you throw the bijam, when we throw the seeds onto the field, whether it is upside, downside, sideways, ulta, gilta, the crop is always straight. The same compassion of Bhagavan is there in Bijakshara of Rakara and Makara also. You see. Adhanala, Prakara Antara Apeksha. Idoda, apart from this, lower than this, Bhagavan's Kripa cannot travel. How low can he come to make sure that we also get uplifted? We have to cooperate a little bit. He is saying, I gave you a tongue. We are not like cows or other animals where I cannot give Shabdam, I can only give Dwani. Dwani means sound. But I can speak, there is speech given to me. Saraswati is sitting in all our tongues. So Bhagavan said, I gave you the power of speech. I gave you the jnana that the divine name is supreme. All you need to do is repeat it. And I am not even demanding Shraddha. Shraddha kuda vendama. You see, Bhagavan doesn't say faith vanda. You don't have to have any faith at all. Because our Periyavachan Pillai writes about Divya Nama greatness in Tirumalai, that following Shastra is difficult, Jnana Marga, I can't even understand. Even Prapatti or Sharanagati needs Dhrida Vishwasam. 500 years back, 700 years back, he is saying, Aridum Aduvum Aridagayale. Abdindra, Sri Rangathala. 700 years back, that great Acharya Purusha says, even Dhrida Vishwasa, which is the absolute requirement for Sharanagati, is rare to come by. Bhagavan Nama, Tirunama Sankirtana me Gati. That Nama Sankirtana is the only Gati. That's why Bhagavan in Bhagavatam says, Jnatva atava ajnanatva. Knowing or unknowingly you chant. Why? Kripa. What else can we say? Please don't equate Kripa with any other sadhana. Kripa is Kripa. If somebody wants to show compassion, they won't look at our eligibility. When a beggar comes and begs, would we say, show me your certificate, birth certificate, show me your degree certificate, or health certificate? We are moved by compassion, looking at the hunger or affliction of a beggar and no questions asked. We just offer. All that person has to do is open his hands and say, Amma, solnu avladha. That's exactly what Bhagavan expects from us. Amma nu sollu, Rama nu sollu. And he is ready to give us, you see. And that is why our Bhishma Acharya says that this is supreme dharma, not because it depends on our sadhana or our capacity or our shraddha. It solely depends on Bhagavad Kripa. It is his Kripa which is filling our, patram here. That is the reason why he says, it is the supreme dharma of all. And now see, our Parvati Devi is asking, Keno Payana Laguna. And our Kailasapati is saying Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame. I am constantly chanting Rama Nama 24/7 as Dakshinamurti, because even if I speak one word, to that extent my Ramanam Japa will be hindered. Na? So if I have to give jnana also, no upadesam. Maunam. Yeah, na ulla Ramanama order da. Constantly I want to be soaked in Ramanama, so I won't even speak a word. Let the Sanakadi Rishis out of my presence and Ramanama Bala get jnanam. Gurostu Maunam Vyakyanam, Sishyostu Chinna Samshaya. Namakku Chinna Samshayam, avalukku Chinna Samshayam. You see. Chinna Samshaya means totally all the doubts are erased. And so our Sivaperuman as Dakshinamurti has a small Japamala. What japa is our Dakshinamurti doing? Rama, 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 Rama. And because Parvati Devi asked the question and the Dakshinamurti gave her Ramanama, Parvati Devi as Kanyakumari in the southernmost tip of our Bharata Varsha is having a small Japamala. What is she doing? Japa Rama, 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 Rama. And when the mother and father are chanting Ramanama, what do you think the two children will be doing? In the eastern coast, as Sendil Murugan, as in the near Thuthukudi you have, na? Tiruchendur Murugan is having a small Japamala. What japa he is doing? Rama, 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 Rama. And if you go to the west, there is Nardana Ganapati, where Ganapati is having a Japamala. What do you think he is chanting? Rama, 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 Rama. Surya Bhagavan has given as a solar dynasty, the Inakula Dhanam is our Ramachandra Prabhu. So he is very happy that Ramachandra Prabhu actually chose my dynasty over Chandra dynasty. So constantly what he is doing, Japam Rama, 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 Rama. In the northernmost part of Bharata Varsha, Badri Narayana Swami is having a Japamala as Narayana, and they are also doing the same Ramanama Japam. Here our deities are holding our little Japamala, including Saraswati Devi, to show Sharada, to show that you all need to do Ramanamam. That's why the father and mother is doing that. Generally, if you ask a child, go and prostrate to Krishna, a child won't prostrate. What will the mother do? The Bharatiya will say, Amma is doing Namaskaram, na? You also do like Amma. Some children, Appa mela poi pollunu ulum. Adu siladu irukku. Siladu side liyum ulum. Eppadiyo ulundha seri. You see. So the mother and father prostrate to show to their children, look here, I am prostrating, prostrate along with me. Likewise, all the deities of our Sanatana Dharma have a Japamala in their hand to show Nambalum, we should also constantly do Ramanama Japam, Mahamantra Japam Katra. That is the reason why our Ramanama, even ulta when you do the Japa, automatically it will give you the Sida Faida, you see. And that is what our Valmiki Bhagavan is finding in his heart. All the qualities of Ramachandra Prabhu is now, gushing like wave after wave after wave.